I would like to introduce.
No, not slacking on the job, bro. Oh, finish and have opening too. I'll do a little advertisement for partial advertising real quick in the beginning, and then I'll play this video. So we're just hanging out. Hey everybody, Web C here, and welcome to the show. Tonight we're going to be working on something really cool. Have you ever wondered how people transport their gunpla? Well, tonight I'm going to teach my daughter the best way to transport your gunpla.
Hello.
So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be hanging out here at the diorama table because there's more space for two people to hang out and work on camera, and we're going to get this done. First off is we're prepping the Gundam for movement. I lost a piece. It always happens on these ones. So I'm prepping the Gundam for movement, which means we're going to get all the parts organized and get everything, where they need to be and shined up and stuff like that. So tonight we are prepping a Gundam Astray gold frame. And that's what we are prepping to have it move. So that's what she will know as her Gundam. It is a high grade. It actually looks, the gold frame is pretty close to real grade quality. It's got a lot more going on than most kits do, and so it's a really nice kit.
It's got like something on its shoulders that we're gonna need to like clean.
It's a nub or some goo. Ew,
Whatever it is, you're gonna have to clean it off.
gross. Why am I touching it? Go give me a what to do. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna get rid of it real quick.
Okay.
And while we do that, that's all we got going on tonight. We're just hanging out and tuning in. If you're tuning in to see what's going on, it looks like my cat chewed on this,
Oh no.
or a kid. I don't know.
Probably cat.
There hasn't been a kid in here to chew on things. So
No.
Caden stopped chewing on things last month. So I'm just teasing. We're having fun though. Alright.
Don't know what to say to that.
Don't know what to say to that. Don't know what to say to that. That is really whack. Whack, 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 whack. Quack, 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 quack. Don't quack at your kids, people. They don't like it. Quack, quack, quack. That's what I'm going to do when you're 16. I'm going to just quack at you. You're going to say something really important that means a lot to you. I'm just going to be a dad and I'm going to go quack, quack, quack. And you're not going to know. Because every time I try and play the movie, you leave the room. You never pay attention to the movie. But that's okay. Tomorrow, Littles is going to be getting to watch one of the most influential science fiction movies of all time, I think. Is it got the best? Does it have the best graphics? No, it doesn't. But because it's such a big movie and they did so much in the movie, it just there's so much to it. So she's gonna love watching that movie. I think so, anyways. One of the things you should always know about me is I like to keep these acrylic brushes on hand for dusting gunpla off. Now, Littles has already gone through this once to give it a once over, and I am looking through it again. And I don't really see much of anywhere where it could need extra work, or extra dusting. So I'm just gonna hit those hard to get places, and then we're gonna move on. She's got a smaller acrylic brush. All right. So the breakdown for this kit is we break it down into the robot and the accessories. That's basically how I recommend breaking it down, because it makes it for an easier fit into the box. Everything fits nicely into the box. So some things we have to decide on how we're going to get them to fit in the box. So for travel, though, I think this will work. Let's see. Is it going to go down? No, it won't go down. All right. Oh, there we go. Now it's in travel mode. Awesome. Glad that works. Sweet. Okay, so most Gundam kits have a looseness mode you can activate for their shoulders, where you can tip them down. So if they have like a large wing that comes out of them or something, it becomes less intrusive as you pack it away for kit packing. All right. Now we're going to draw the shape of the kit onto a piece of paper, because then it makes it easier for us to work after we get the kit together. All right. And how I like to line the kit is I like to put a wedge between the legs, and then I like to make sure that the head has its own little spot to sit, and then I like the backpack and any accessories to have their own spots to sit. So that's what we're going to do. First, we're going to figure out what the circumference is of our workspace, which is the first box. So how we do that is we lay our piece of paper we're going to use down. We put the box over the piece of paper, and then we just draw around that.
Oh, the second box down here.
Where'd my pen go? I had a pen. Is my pen? Here's my pen. It's right here. I got a pen. All right. So then we're just gonna hold that in place. All right. So inside this rectangle that I have drawn is going to be where we can put the robot and its accessories. So we first have to figure out how that's going to best fit the interests of the robot. So if we disconnect the head can go in one of the corners, and the body can go right under the corners of that, just like this. All right. Then, this is a rather large backpack, so we've got to figure out how to get this rather large backpack to sit nicely inside of this, which is always...
Probably fold it.
So this backpack has this really weird thing where it folds up like origami.
Yeah.
And I never get it right, ever. Okay, here we go. So now it's folded up like origami. This is going to be the best way to transport this really large backpack. So let's see, what should we do for its transport? Should we do this, or do you think we should just go ahead and layer this and this together?
I feel like we should do them separate.
We should do them separate?
Yeah.
Then how about this here, this here?
Put this piece into the equation.
Yep, that piece will just sit right here in the middle of this. Okay? Because it'll remind you where it goes and where it came from. So right there. All right. Head goes here. Body goes here. All right. So let's see if we can spread this. We also want enough room here to actually have it be a piece of cushion here, realistically. And then, so we... All right. He's going to be my second model. Or be at least that tall all the way around. Which should make this the perfect length to go with that. Okay.
So we'll probably just pick
Watch. No. We want to make this piece as long as possible. That's why we want this piece to be as short as possible. So if you're going to cut that, I would say, you know what, you're probably right. That would be, because then it gives us a little bit of space underneath.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need, just a little bit of space underneath. So yeah, that's a good spot. Go ahead and cut around all the way, except for, don't cut this one. Just cut here, here, and here. Okay? Alright. Figure out the dimension.
Yeah, I just
What?
did that.
Alright. We'll fix that after you cut it. Okay, just go through and cut it, and then we'll fix that spot. Alright, how's that flap there? That's pretty good. We won't have to make too much correction for that. We'll still have to make a flap or something for that. No. Don't worry. We'll use tape. Trust me. We can use tape. That's pretty good. Right? Alright. Now, where's the other box? Give me a piece of it. I need a piece of box that's this same size.
Oh, just use that side.
No, it needs to be fully the same size. Are you understanding?
Oh, okay. Oh.
We're going to fit that in snug, and that's going to be the piece that holds your Gundam. Needs to be a certain. Okay. This moment, I'd like to point the attention to the bottom of the screen where it says, go to ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com and use the discount code WebCOfficial for a discount of 10% off a purchase of $25 or more. And that's WebC, a dash between the B and the C, just like I spelled it on the screen, official. Head on over there to Clarksville Hobby Depot where they can fulfill all your hobby needs with RC cars, model planes, model tanks, model trains, even model robots. So head on over there to Clarksville Hobby Depot and check out their vast category of really cool products. They also have a whole bunch of stuff for your diorama needs and supplies. So head on over there, check them out, let them know I sent you. They'll give you that 10% off. And all right. I was in the middle of drawing something.
Sorry.
All right. So here is the outline of the pockets we're going to create for the robot and its accessories to sit in. All right. So this is going to sit about right here when it's finished. Okay? So what we need to do is we need to get some Elmer's school glue. We can fix this ripped piece here, and we can line all the way around this with Elmer's school glue. And put that in place just like that. Okay? So that's how we could do that. Or we can use hot glue.
I have a hot glue gun and I believe it is too hot.
Alright. But then if we're going to do it that way, come back.
Yeah.
Let's not rush to the hot glue yet. So if we're going to use hot glue, that means we can cut this and get the fabric ready. And then we can put all the pieces in and test it all with the fabric. And then we can glue the fabric down to the board. And then we can put it all together all at once and not have to do a second step with the fabric. Okay?
Yeah.
So then we won't have to pull out the hot glue more than one time and all that type of stuff. So let's finish making the guts of everything. The next thing we need to know is the dimension between the bottom of the box and the bottom of this piece of cardboard right here, so that we can create a few trusses that are going to hold this up like a platform. Okay, so what we need to figure out next, hold on, well, it's not glued shut yet, right? And we know we want it at least this far down. So we can open this up, and let's just mark right there. Mark where the bottom of the box is sitting. No, not there. Here, on this board. Because now we can measure that piece, and that'll be our measure. And then it'll be that way all the way around. All right, then for down here, we'll take hot glue. And we'll just put hot glue between these two flaps here and push down, and it'll make it solid. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how we solidify that.
And also put a so they can just give it a exterior bottom too.
I do still think we should Elmer school glue this piece together, just like that. Just Elmer. Just real quick, I think that should be something we do. I don't have Elmer's glue at my station, but you should have some at your workstation. So you do that. I gotta grab a drink, and I gotta grab my phone charger real quick because our camera is about to die. So we'll be right back, and this is what we're working on. So we'll be right back. Also, my streaming app just got a lot cooler, and they gave me the ability to upload my own instrumental. So it's not the greatest, but it's good background music. So it's basically the intro track. So I don't have it up super loud or anything, but you know, I think that's pretty cool that they gave me that option. I got a drink over here for me already. What? Alright. So what I just did is like this trace that's going to put the imprint, a light looking imprint of the layout that we want for the robot and everything. I'm going to cut that real quick. I'm having trouble seeing some of these lines, so I'm just going to fill them in real quick. Safety first. So what this is going to do the idea is for it to help us create a soft spot to set the pieces in. Scissors. Yeah, that's why I was using the razor blade. Ah, alright. So I got the outline pretty much taken care of. This is really tight. Tiny boxes. Alright. Here's the whole cutout. Now what I usually like to do, yeah, it's gonna fit. Don't worry. We want to make another layer or two of this. Okay. Well, why don't you cut off a whole strip of that box, one whole side strip, and then we'll just lay it on top. Here, here, here. Space. Oh, move this way. Being difficult. It's okay.
It's in his backpack. Like that.
That's cool. Cutting cardboard is so fun, guys.
Yeah.
So we got our mold cut. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna glue these two together. Okay?
Okay.
And then we'll cut this a fresh line. Okay? So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna use Elmer's glue on this part. So these pieces, 3 pieces will get glued to this base. Alright? So maybe put all the glue on here, then rub it, and then put the pieces. Don't need a whole lot of glue. Jeepers! Look at you! Yes. Right. Ah, if it was a Pepsi. Got it? Don't do that.
Oh. There's an old bottle that I'm getting down to the last bit of.
Glue doesn't want to glue. Did you hear that, folks? Right. Glue doesn't want to glue. That's okay. Brush them there, brush them, brush them, brush them, brush them, brush
Oh
them.
no, it's like that one marshmallow topping.
Ew. Don't eat this marshmallow topping, okay, kiddo?
I know it's glue.
I know it's glue too, but it wouldn't stop me from eating it.
I was never that kid, but I knew that kid.
Oh, you knew that kid. You thought that kid was cute, didn't you?
No, actually.
Oh, just look at him eat his glue.
Ew.
Oh,
Just for him.
sad. Everybody deserves love, Kaden.
I know.
Even the kid that ate the glue. Alright. Trying to make the box bigger. Same size. Alright. Now, we know everything's going to fit through these holes. Like, so that's the concept that we know is true. Everything
Don't get
fits.
glue on the Gundam.
See, so I'm not getting glue on the Gundam. I'm not even touching the Gundam to the thing. Okay, so she's over here. She's the one acting like the adult in the situation. Rub the glue all over the gun.
No, my Gundam.
Look, Gundam, sit over there. Yes. This it will all fit.
Okay.
And after the glue dries here in a little bit, it'll work too. The next thing we're gonna do, like I said, we need to make those risers. So,
Man, I'm gonna be the coolest kid in ELA.
all right, Ela, she's an Elo. All right. Next, remember we made that measurement over here.
Yeah.
Where's it? Oh, I see it. Okay. All right. So now we just need to take it and grab a piece of cardboard. I wanted to use the double thick cardboard.
Ah, okay.
Sorry. Here. I'll just do it right here. Hooray! Okay. Now, we're just going to take this. Minus. Right. That works. That didn't turn out the way I wanted. Let's just measure it. Can you go around to the back side of this and grab one of the metal rollers that's back here?
Yes.
Please. Should just be right under everything. Yep. That works. Alright, let's measure this. 1 5/8. Or no. What's 3? 1 4/5. 4/10. 1 4/10. Okay, that's a weird way to break up a inch, but it's where the line is. 10. Now we can fold it. And we can just follow the board itself. And use the board as a guide for the next cut. Fold it again. Just like that. And use the board for a guide to make every cut that we need. And it's how we make a bunch of stripping. See, there's always going to be like a little bit of excess. This is why we want to make sure we get the measurements right when we cut it. We don't want to have a bunch of odd different stuff. Make sure everything is measured. Now, just go back on these pieces. I won't get you, I promise.
Okay. Being careful.
This piece didn't cut so well. We got all this to work with anyway. So, where we want to make these, what we want to do with this is we want to do this.
Yes, I already know what to do.
Okay. Okay. So that's how far one will get us. One will get us all that. So the other side should be able to get us all of this.
Would be the part that we used to hot glue.
Oh yeah. We're gonna put. What we'll do is we'll put it upside down like this. I said, ooh. I don't know. Just felt like saying it. All right. So this won't take much longer to dry. Then. So the point is we want to hot glue it to this. Okay? We're going to be hot gluing it to this. Alright, so we are doing this because Littles has a show and tell at school, and she really wants to show all her friends and classmates and her teacher her really cool gunpla.
Yes.
So I told her, I said, well, if we do that, we got to make this case because we want to make sure our gunpla stays protected.
Yes. Put that together.
Awesome. I'm just cutting this out.
Careful.
I got this. Tell me what to do. Right. This still needs to dry. I'm just going to leave it sit right there. All right, next. Next. I mean, we're just at that phase where we just got to let this dry because this is going to go right in. Yep, just like it's supposed to. So next we got to get the glue parts. Oh, I just glued this. I'll let you. Boy, don't put the tape. Support for right now. All right. So that's what we got going on. I don't know what else to do at the moment because it's going to take a minute for the glues to dry. Yeah, getting this mold set up is the big part. And what we're going to do is we're going to take fabric and we're going to sink fabric into here, and then the Gundam and its accessories will all sit inside of there nice and comfy and safe. And then we're also going to take and make another flap that goes on here, and then it's going to have fabric over here over the main part of it, and then the other flap that comes off of it will sit right here and it'll hold everything shut once it's all together. And glass. So there we go, and then it'll close. And then Littles is going to take paint and she's going to paint her paper or something, and she'll cover the top and the sides and stuff so it doesn't look like crud. But then that's that's how you set up a box to go. This isn't exactly how I set up my boxes to go for like my commissions, but it's pretty close. I use foam for my commissions. I cut the same shape, like I make the same shape diagram, and then I put it in the box and I cut it out of foam, and then I'll use like 2 or 3 layers of foam to fill the whole box, and then there'll be a thin layer of foam that goes over the kit's front part, so it like encapsulates the whole kit in foam. That's what a commission kit really looks like for travel. But this is just, a personal little kit, and we don't want to travel far with it, and it's going to come right home at the end of the day. So this is be a this will be a great way to transport the kit. And if Littles ever decides to get super creative, she can make them look like books that she could just pull out, show people, look, it's a Gundam, and then she could put it back on her bookshelf. But that's up to her.
Making languages would actually be a good idea.
I was just throwing that out there. Do it however you want. But you could take the rest of that big box out there and make one big wrapping. Yeah, you can make it so it's one big wrapping that wraps all the way around with one piece, and then glue it on.
I want to make like the edges of the pages.
Oh.
Actually.
Hey, you just take a piece of paper and you fold it. Fold it, and then you fold it. You can do it way more neater than I am right now. I'm just doing it just to give you an example of what I'm talking about. So you do this a bunch of times, right? And then what'll happen is eventually they'll look like, pages of a book or whatever, and then you can stack it up against there. So kind of like making a paper slinky and then unfolding it a little bit, and it'll look like book edges. That's an idea, but you want to do them like, you don't want to take like my really big straight ruler. I have it around here somewhere. I was using it for this project, so but a big, long, straight, good ruler would work really good. Yep, 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 yep. Hippie, hippie, yippee, yeah. Hippie, hippie, yeah. So we put the box in so we can play. Well, the fabric is going to be the platform.
Oh, wait, there's a kiss.
You have a great idea, and we have already solved that problem. I think we did anyway. Well, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Next week, we will show you the final product. I think we'll finish working on this tomorrow, okay, Littles?
Okay.
Let this glue finish drying up, let everything set in place. And I put the box piece that I made shape in here already.
Okay.
So it's just there to hold everything in shape to help this set up, okay?
Okay.
So that's what we got going on, you guys. We just got to let glue dry and finish up. Thank you for hanging out with us for an hour.
Yeah.
We appreciate all 3 of you that have come in and hung out with us tonight. And yeah, 55 minutes and 56 seconds. It's been just about an hour. So here we are at the end of the show. I know, we were just busy working on time, and I was showing you things, and when you're learning new things, it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always fun. So thank you for hanging out with me and Littles tonight, and we will see you all next week on Websy Builds Friday nights. Oh, and before we leave, I want to give that shout out one more time to our sponsors at ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com. If you head on over there and use that discount code WebCOfficial, that's WebC with a dash between the B and the C, just like you see it on the screen, official, you'll get a code. That code will get you 10% off a purchase of $25 or more. Believe me, that's a great code if you haven't used it yet. Head on over there, load up on a couple kits, some supplies, some diorama stuff. Make yourself a big present box for this fall for something to do on these rainy days and these coming to be snowy days soon. So get yourself prepared. Head on over to ClarksvilleHobbyDepot.com and use that awesome code. We'll see you next time.